I know you could do it. You just milk it, don't you? You just milk it for all you can get.
Yeah. Tremendous. Alrighty. Let's start this. You ready?
I guess.
Good morning. This is Top Rumble Radio, episode number 30. I don't know what to call this, but here with a close family member of mine. It's a lovely Lord's Day. We're here thinking about new ways to adventure with this program because I've had no real ideas with this show in a while. Now, one of the first things that I do want to bring up on this program before anything begins, I don't care about the towel heads and what they're doing. Alright. I personally believe all that crap should be left in the hay and asleep till the end of time. And I think this sounds alright for the most part. Yeah, we're getting something. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good. What have you been thinking about?
What have I been thinking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't really want to know.
What is she doing? How about that?
She's wanting me to feed her. Huh? Yes. Do you want food?
The little dog wants food.
She's my little Stella. The baby girl.
Yeah.
She's a pretty little thing.
Tremendous.
She what?
That's tremendous. I'm staying here, just to chill out in the city while I have stuff to do and be with the family and stuff and keep active and whatnot and just stay alive. That's why I'm currently here for the most part, and stuff's just going on for the most part. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, trying not to go ape crap, whatever you want to call it on this show, because usually that's how I usually start these things. It's just by going ape shit and just talking about whatever I can just to get things started. But I don't know, doing it all calm, I've never done it like this, but I want to do something new. It's so weird. You should bring something to the table.
I should bring something to the table?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. We could talk about Stella.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you. My little brown. She's a brown-eyed blonde.
Yeah.
She's a little Shih Tzu Yorkie Poo mix.
Tremendous.
And she's my buddy. She's my little buddy.
6 years old.
She is 6 years old, but she's little. I don't feed her dog food. I feed her people food because dog food is full of unedible things.
Like what?
Oh, they'll put in diseased animals. They'll put in...
What?
Yeah, they'll put in all kinds of stupid junk.
What? I know it's just crappy. You can smell it, but it's like, that's just not
And you know, the interesting thing is that her little teeth, when you look at her teeth aren't all black.
Yeah. And it's not over. It's not over.
So we were talking about her teeth. You notice how clean her teeth are?
How do you keep them clean? That's my question.
You know what I really think the thing is that the garbage they put in the dog food is what does. That's what it affects the teeth and the gums, and it can.
But how doesn't human food not?
Well, I don't know, because it doesn't have the garbage in it that the dog food and cat food.
Do you give her little green treats, like those little greenies?
Oh, I did for a while, but I don't like what's in them because there's things that are in them.
They can get them sick as shit. Those greeny teeth things, if they eat a lot, yeah, they'll just.
That's what I mean. So when I buy her the dog bone, is it dog bones? It's the
It's a little chewy bone, yeah.
Well, I
little-
buy her
like
these little
toothbrushes.
things they're like a rawhide, but they're not really rawhide. You can get them made of vegetables. You can get them, and they look like a knot, like a dog bone.
Really?
And you can get them with peanut butter inside or chicken inside. She likes those.
Okay.
And the ingredients of those aren't as toxic as the greenies. So
You should think of
I
like.
think the reason her teeth are the way they are is because she.
You gotta get copyright problems anyway.
So anyway, I think the reason that her teeth are in good shape is because I don't feed her dog food. I feed her people food.
Okay. Well, I can see you doing that. I mean, there's not much adverse problems to it. I've never seen any.
The fact of the matter is, even people food.
The dog has more, like, not muscle, but it has more body on it than most dogs.
Oh, her? Oh,
Yeah, her over most dogs. Like, most dogs are skinny as shit when they eat that fake crap, you know?
And she's pretty solid.
She is, yeah, that's
She's
the word
pretty-
I would describe it as, is solid.
She's solid. She's
Yeah.
pretty solid. So I feed her twice a day. And
Keeps
what
her
I'll do
alive.
is if I can, I'll mix ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken.
That's a great idea. I was thinking about that. You should make, like, little dishes for her. Like,
Well, what
little
I
things
do
like
is
that.
I'll cook up a big pot, and I'll put the meat in it.
Yeah.
I'll put sweet potatoes in it,
Okay.
green beans,
Okay.
brown rice, sometimes lentils,
Nice.
and then I'll season it with thyme and rosemary.
Ooh.
No salt. You know.
Nice.
And I cook it up,
Okay.
and then I put 2 single servings in a sandwich bag, and we freeze. And then I freeze it, so I have her meals fixed for about 2 weeks.
There you go. A little bit of audio shit. There you go. That's brilliant. I think that's kind of brilliant though, because it allows a dog to be kind of nurtured the way they kind of should be.
Well, you know, before they had commercial dog food, what did dogs eat?
Practically nothing.
Well,
The
either
shit
that
we
or
had.
they ate stuff off of our tables. That you know.
That's the way it always was.
The only problem is every time I eat something, she thinks she has to have a bite of it.
Yeah.
But she can't have onions
Oh my god.
or chocolate.
Oh, absolutely not.
But when I have, and she can't eat eggs. I found out that when I give her eggs,
Seriously.
she loves eggs. But when I give her eggs, there'll be it looks like a big old scab
What?
on her face. So I think she's
What?
allergic to the eggs.
Oh no. Is that like exclusive to her though?
Don't know.
Really?
I don't know if it's exclusive to her. But see, I think there's all kinds of garbage in human food.
Well, I think that there's an interesting thing I've thought about. Like, there's probably much more poison in our American just food chain alone than there is in chemicals and shit.
Well, there's chemicals in our food.
Yeah, that's the problem. They like Tyson and McDonald's, all this crap. They all put, God knows what, Alzheimer's.
Well,
Yeah.
even, diabetes is on the rise. Colon cancer is on the rise, and that's due to
The crap that we
the
put in our
stuff
face.
that we eat, and
Yeah.
we're at the mercy of the commercialism. We're at the mercy of how many people can grow their own food, and then when they do, the ground is polluted.
Yeah,
So
no, it's
you know,
completely unusable. It's complete nothing.
So there you have it. So we just do the best we can do with what we got.
I think that's why cooking's overall better. You
It
can't
is.
find real stuff, yeah. Like that little burger I had last night. It was goofy how big the buns were, but it was pretty good.
Oh, they make the best hamburgers because they use real meat.
That meat was tremendous.
It was.
That was tremendous. Meat.
Five Guys, yeah. They make it's expensive.
No, not Five Guys. The with the ground beef we made up last night.
Oh, really?
I love the bread. It was
What
goofy.
bread?
The bread that we had with it. It's the bread you got right now.
Don't I have two kinds of bread?
It's white bread.
The white one.
Yeah.
I love that bread.
That bread took me to the stars.
Did it?
Yes, because it was goofy, but it worked perfectly.
It was goofy. You mean soft?
It was in the sense that it was too big for the burger,
Mm-hmm.
but it was perfect in the sense that it held all the sauces. It was perfect for the burger.
What sauces did you put on it?
I put honey mustard and ketchup.
Uh-huh.
Tremendous, huh? Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. Outside of that, this dog is spoiled.
No, she's not. It's not spoiled because if something's spoiled, it's useless. She's loved.
That. I don't believe that
Think
show.
about it.
I don't believe that
food
show.
spoils, it's not edible.
Oh, I'm not talking about bad. I'm talking about like you spoil her. Is what? Yeah, exactly.
She's just loved.
Yeah.
She's just loved.
She ain't a spoiled cookie. No.
She's a little sweetheart.
That's what she is.
She loves to go BYBY. I can't say it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Do you know
She
what I'm
looks
talking
behind
about?
at her going, what?
Know what I'm talking about? My little brown-eyed blonde.
What?
What?
What are you saying, huh? What?
Stella, you want some breakfast?
Breakfast.
Huh? You want to eat? You want to eat? Okay.
Oh.
Okay, as always, the magic word.
The magic word. Oh, Della. The magic word. Oh, my goodness. We'll be right back after this short break. You're in the ghost of savages and creepy, weird people.
Speak for yourself.
Damn it. You got it. Outside of that, I was thinking about, are the signs they put up here, like, recent? Like the no ATV stuff? Have you noticed that?
No, I haven't noticed that.
You haven't noticed that, so if you go out to the main road right there, turn left, there's signs saying no ATVing, no biking. It's like, what do you mean?
Well, because in back is the Arroyo.
Yeah.
And then they do ATV riding and bike riding back there. So
And
I
yes,
don't. Is it,
they said don't do it on the side of the road, but it's like, where do you want people to go? Like,
is it okay? Is it a sign at the end of the street?
yeah, there's a sign basically right there now at these new little Gentile houses that they got for like way too much. Because they're building houses right there that are so nice. It's like, why?
Across the street.
Like right over there at the main street.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just ridiculous. Because there's I don't think there's any logistical reason.
There is. Because the ATVs stir up a lot of dirt and sound if they're noisy.
Well, yes.
And they'll come out here at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning and do this.
I understand they're noisy, but I also feel like unless you ban them, what do you expect? I mean,
well, there's lots of places that they can ride these things. They don't have to ride them right here around the houses.
no, it's not riding them around. It's just a way to get to the desert, is what I perceive most normal people would do. Obviously,
Therein lies the problem.
Maybe. So,
Burp.
the vermin dogs. She get wobbins because she's the sweet potato.
Yeah, she's a-
Sweet potato.
Sometimes I call her my brown-eyed blonde. I call her something else, but I'm not going to say it on the podcast.
What type of dog is she?
She's supposedly Shih Tzu and Yorkie Poo mix. But she looks Maltese.
They're just funny little dogs. I love them.
She's a sweetheart. I can't get. She doesn't like her picture taken. You wanna go outside?
Go outside. My goodness. Okay.
She's so pretty. I could probably make some money off of her. But she doesn't like to be photographed.
Oh, you'd find a way.
She'll turn her head. And she's
come on.
also.
You could bribe her though.
Well, I'm not trained to do that.
But that's how you train
I'm not
them.
going to go through all the hoops that you go through.
That's how you train them. You'd bribe them for a little while, and then whoop-de-doo, all of a sudden they'd be doing anything for you.
She's just my little companion.
She is. She's a sweetheart, for real.
I kept looking at pictures of all these cute dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and they're expensive.
Like
Unbelievable how expensive these little pets
like
are.
these, like the ones you got.
Yeah, and I knew I could never afford one.
How much How much you saying here?
Oh, you could go hundreds and thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Because people are greedy, and because they can get it. Yeah, because people will pay it.
Where do they sell these dogs? Like here
I
or
don't know.
different
I don't
states?
really know because I'm not going to pay for a dog.
Is it like
I had
Facebook?
a friend that paid for she paid for a cat for me,
Okay.
a rag doll
Okay.
that I got from. She was over $1,000. That little cat, and the friend wanted to gift it, so okay. So I get her from a kitten. Beautiful cat. She's a beautiful cat.
Beautiful.
She was a pain in my Tuscadero.
Was she like violent?
She wasn't violent. She was. She's very smart, and she needed more stimulation. So she would kind of pull the flowers off of my fake flowers. She would
just be a total bitch.
She was just she was a baby, and she was active, and I'm older, and
yeah, too much.
And I never really bonded with her.
Well, yeah,
because that's kind of interesting. Is that you know, I've had many animals, and there's just a few that I've really had the bond with.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't know why, but her hair would mat up in the growing up in her haunches, the back, in the back. It didn't make any sense. Yeah, so I see that's what happens when you get something from a breeder. You don't know really what you're getting. And so I found her a home. She's from what I understand, she's in a really nice place with other cats.
Really?
Yeah.
She's still around?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I haven't seen her.
Nice. God bless.
And so.
Better than being snatched up by a coyote or some shit.
That's right.
Oh.
Because I lost my fevers to a coyote.
Oh, that's the saddest one. Mm-hmm. That's the only one I remember in terms of the cats.
Fevers?
Yeah, fevers. Fevers, I remember.
You know what? I think you and Tristan and Mallory were with. We went down to the Humane Society on Virginia.
Yeah.
I think you were with us.
Oh yeah, okay.
And they gave me the cat because she was 5 years old, and she was a snowshoe Siamese. She was
yes,
a mix.
Yes, I remember that.
Beautiful cat, mellow,
chill.
And then we bought our food, and we bought a cat tree and all of that. I had the Scion at that time, and you all were with me, and we brought her home. Nice. I remember that too because she was scratching up the box like crazy. And she knew what to do with the cat tree, so she'd been trained to a cat tree.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Nice. That's cool.
And they were going to euthanize her because they said after 5 years, at 5 years, most people aren't going to want to buy her. So the lady saw that she was sitting on my lap, and we were all, petting her, and she could see there was a bonding happening.
Oh.
So she came over and she said, "Ma'am, if you want to take her home, you can have her. We won't charge you." Yeah, I didn't have to pay for her.
Tremendous.
Yeah, and
that's beautiful.
I had her for years, and she would. A coyote didn't get her, and I think an owl got her.
That is the weirdest shit. Like an owl around here.
Because I would let her outside after I'd had her a long time, and I would let her outside.
She'd come back,
and she would pretty much stay on the patio or under the tree. And I noticed that she got where when she would be at the back of the house, she would stay close to the house when she would come up.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I think an owl got her was because I saw, after I got Stella, and I went out one night to turn off the lights, all the lights that I have in the trees, and this gorgeous white owl comes off the patio, but I'm by myself thinking, here, this gorgeous white owl, huge wingspan,
tremendous,
and he can't swoop down, and then the lattice that's out there, that's where he landed, and I thought,
right there,
oh my gosh,
eyes on the prize. Oh my god.
So,
That's pure insanity.
I'm trying to think. I've got a clothesline that I put out there, and I don't think that was there at the time.
Clothesline, okay.
It's a clothesline that, yeah. So because I wanted to break up the area for the wingspan, so that they wouldn't feel comfortable coming back down.
Okay, makes sense.
So, and I think Stella watched it happen.
Really?
Because for a while, Stella wouldn't go off the patio. And she's still very cautious because there's a lot of coyotes around here.
It just scares her because she saw it.
Stella's very cautious, and I go out with her.
Really?
Except during the day, but at night. Mm-hmm. In fact, if she has to go to the bathroom, we go outside. She sits on the patio and she'll watch the door. She's like,
"Oh,
I'm not going by myself." So I go out there with her, and then she'll go out and she'll go to the bathroom and she'll come back.
Really?
And there's been times when she's gone out there, and she's very alert to something because they hear things we can't hear.
Yeah.
They can sense things we can't sense.
That's so cool about animals.
And she wouldn't, so she doesn't do her thing. She just comes right back in the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I really pay attention to her.
Yeah, you got to. She's your.
Well, she's quiet. She doesn't bark. She doesn't.
Well, no, she does, Kate. Come on.
She barks when somebody comes. She'll bark at. She'll see dogs or people.
But she won't bark at anything else, is what you're saying?
She doesn't bark at me when she wants to eat or go to the bathroom. She just sits there and looks at me. Well, like this. You want to see what she did? She got up. I'm like, "Do you want to go to the bathroom?" Okay.
And then she'll just dance and shit.
And then what she'll do is sometimes she'll just sit there and stare at me, and I'm like,
"It's time. It's time. Time is money."
I said, "You want to go outside?" And that's when, if she wants to go outside, she'll head for the door. If not, it's something else. What, you want a treat?
There's always something.
And then she does the sit pretty thing.
Oh, she'll play her little games and stuff.
No, it's the way she communicates.
That's the weirdest
She only knows.
Well, if she could talk, she'd just be like, "Time's money. Come on, I need to go.
Yeah, if she could talk, she would not have a baby voice.
Yeah.
Because there's no puppy in those eyes.
Oh my god.
But
oh yeah, she's 6.
She's
so
6 years
how old
old.
is that? Like in
I don't
a
know.
human time, Like I don't know.
She's a lady.
Do you think that crap even matters?
I don't.
I've kind of
I
wondered.
don't know where they get
I wonder if that even how do they even determine that?
I don't know.
Because it's always like a 20, 30 year difference.
They say cats have 9 lives. They say dogs it's times 7. I understand. I don't buy it.
Dogs times 7.
But the lifespan of a dog is like any human. Is dependent upon
Kate. It's like
what you eat.
Well, I don't think it's just that. I think environment and stuff is also a huge part
Well, yeah,
of
that's true. And the other thing is, I need to take her for walks.
That's brilliant.
She loves to go out. She loves to go to the park.
That's good.
I don't love to go to the park. She loves to go to the park.
Keeps you active, though.
Yeah.
You need it. You both need it. Ugh.
What else is interesting about her, though, is when I do my little projects, I'm into this decorating stuff and these little projects and stuff I do.
Yeah.
When she sees me get started in doing something, she's getting where she goes to the back and she gets in her crate. That's her safe place.
Okay.
So I don't know why she's...
And she'll just hide away from you?
Well, it's I don't know why she does it.
Continue.
I don't know why she does it. I don't know if it's because, okay, you're not giving me attention, I'm leaving.
Oh, like a jealousy? Yeah, she is that type of dog, I feel.
She kind of is.
It's like...
I don't think I could have another animal with her because when I had Lulu, the cat.
The little cat, yeah.
And I would comb Lulu and I would brush her to try and keep her from getting mad at, she shed fiercely.
Really?
And then Stella, she would jump up. If I was on the couch, she would jump up and she would go, do me. And then I'd have to comb her.
Oh, so she'd be all needy and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I don't know that she would tolerate another animal.
You don't think so?
No.
You'd probably have to
because
introduce
she's
her.
bossy with other animals.
Introduce her, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing
When
I
I
think
take
of.
her, when I take her everywhere that I can take her,
You kind of have to like treat them both the same.
and
Almost.
she wants to say hello to all the dogs. If we're in the store and there's another dog, oh, she yipes, 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 yipes.
Oh yeah.
And
it's
then
time.
I have to take her to meet the other dog.
Oh yeah.
And
Hello, what's up?
sometimes
How you doing?
the other people, though, they're like,
No. You don't need this. No.
well, their dog is aggressive. And Stella wants to meet you. And this one dog that she met, it was just funny, her body language. So I get her out of the cart,
Yeah.
get her down there. She sniffs the dog. Now, why they have to sniff each other's butts, I don't know. It's because they have such a strong
They get communication. They
Yeah.
get some weird.
So anyway, she sniffed and then she's like, she came back and it's like her body language is saying, ew. And she
This guy's just a weirdo.
walked
What the
away.
hell?
She just like, but
Really?
she has to meet all the dogs. Yeah.
That's
she loves
smart.
the people. She wants to say hello to
That
the
is
people.
smart. Yeah, think about
She
that.
is very smart. She's smart. They're smarter than you give them credit for.
Yeah, no, dogs can get very smart.
They are.
Depends on how hungry they are, those teams with dogs.
And when I don't feel good, she senses it.
Yeah. That's a huge plus with dogs is the sensitivity stuff. You know, they can always tap into
She
that.
knows, and she will, and she's. I put my hand on my, like, you know how I do it. I pet her head and I put my hand around her
Just
nuzzle.
comfort, yeah.
And so there was one time I was not doing well. I was sick, and she just kept coming up and putting her nose under my hand. She was worried.
Okay.
You know, so, and I also think she's sensitive enough and she communicates with you enough that she could be trained to be a service dog.
That's nice.
Because they're using dogs, they have been for years now, to diagnose prostate cancer.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Because they can sense a chemical change in the urine.
What?
I saw a show where they put all these little discs of urine down this little dog.
Okay.
Now this man, he had a test for prostate cancer and it came back negative. So what they did is they used him in this experiment, and she would sniff these and she would lay down beside the one that had the cancer. That was different. I guess that's how the dogs identify it. It was different.
Okay, okay.
So the dog lay down by that. So then the dog kept laying down by that man's
kind of sounds like the drug dogs.
urine sample. Yeah.
Where like
So
those
they
sniff out
retested the man,
Okay.
and
Okay.
he had prostate cancer.
Ooh, that's not good.
And that dog was right on every time.
That's the chippy stuff. And the more you train them, the more they get like more sensitive to it, is what I've heard.
I think the more that they can communicate to you, you have to train them to communicate to you.
Oh yeah, and that includes a lot of treats. That's a lot of treats on top of a lot of hair.
Yeah.
This for a treat.
Yeah. They weren't giving that little dog treats. That little dog would just go and smell all these samples of urine, and then when he found the one, he'd lay down by it. It was, and they would mix it with other ones every time that little dog laid down by that particular one.
They actually taught it to just lay down, no treats or
It
anything?
did. I don't know what the training was, but
It was
did.
probably something intense, like a dog
But
boot
see,
camp
you know
or something.
what? Animals, dogs. I was reading an article that, like, you can make a pot of stew, okay? And what a human will smell is a combination of it all. But what a dog will smell,
The
they'll
individual?
smell each individual thing that's in it.
That sounds almost better, I think.
Well,
like,
their sense of smell is highly
you'd be able to
intense.
understand, like, oh, this has got a little tomato, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of poison, a little bit of
whatever.
little bit of hair from the cook, you know?
And you know, like apes, big gorillas,
Yeah.
they've taught them sign language.
That is scary as shit. I don't like that because they'll just kill you. They'll just.
No, not if you're kind to them.
But if they like don't like your banana one day, they think they think you're stepping up to them one day. It's like, oh, do I have to kill you now to show you dominance?
They're a wild animal.
But they have that dominance thing like we have, but
Yeah.
they can't control it, so they'll just rip your face and everything off. And then
I was watching a show again this was a show about. Let's see, what was the name of that? It's talking about animals. You know, like do they really? Do they feel? Do they think? Do they? And it was amazing. Even how smart a chicken is.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was amazing.
In its own senses. I mean, the chicken isn't necessarily smart, but I think it has such weird properties to it that is
well, they're smart enough to know how to get what they want.
Yes.
In their tests.
Yes, that's a very universal animal thing is to get what they want with manipulation.
This bird that this lady had.
Is that what you call it, manipulation? Like almost?
No.
What would you call it?
They're testing them. They're testing them.
What do you think the animal, that universal trait is? What would you consider it?
Food.
The wanting.
The universal trait.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
food.
Okay. That makes sense.
They know how to get what they want.
Yeah, getting what they want. Okay.
Which is food.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or whatever it may be.
So even crows, they wanted to know.
They're feisty.
Crows are, and so are magpies. They're
Really?
of the crow family.
Oh,
they're
dirty
on
birds.
They're
just dirty birds.
They're playful, but they're beautiful. They're playful, and they're stinkers.
They're stinky.
No, they're just stinkers. They'll mess with a cat. They'll just tease them.
Well, they'll play in garbage. They'll tease animals. They'll pick at dead things. It's gross.
So here's what they did. They took a piece of meat, and they put it at the end of this string.
Okay.
And these crows came, and so so the crow would go, and they put a rock on the other string.
Okay.
So the crow came and they got the meat. So now they wanted to know, okay, so was that by chance or did they deliberately do what they wanted? So then they took it.
Well, that'd be lucky by chance.
And they crossed it. So when they put the meat at the end of the rope and they put the rock at the end of the rope, and then they crossed them to see what the crow would do. That crow came, and what it did with its claws,
yes,
it tugged on the rope that had the meat.
It tested it.
And tested it. To make sure, is that the one where it is? And it chose the right one. But it tested
reasoning.
it. It's reasoning.
That's,
exactly.
That's
and they say animals don't reason. Well, they do reason.
In their own little
And then there was this bird. The lady taught the bird, it was a parrot of some kind. And then the lady taught the bird, love you, love you.
Oh, like a talking parrot?
It was a talking parrot.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
And she would say, like, love you. And the bird would say, love you. And then she would say, cage. Well, what was interesting in this test that they did, the bird actually said, which she has never said to the bird, she would only say, love you. But the bird said to her, I love you. Self-awareness.
Kind of corrected it almost.
That was just weird. It's interesting how smart they are.
Weird.
And they do have self-awareness. You don't think they do. People don't think they do, but they do.
That was one of the biggest things that boggled me about like weird things like that with animals. I thought about it one day, like how it's kind of stupid thinking about it, but like the same way we can train an animal and stuff is like the same way like anybody in any other language can, train an animal. It's like, it's so weird how any language they'll still just get it,
It is interesting.
That's the biggest bit of evidence for all that, though.
Yeah, the intelligence.
It doesn't matter if you speak Chinese or whatever, Martian, it's just you train them and boom.
It's interesting. I know. They understand all languages.
It's a universal thing.
And
that's just kind of more pure.
It's the way they're created.
It's beautiful, I think.
It is.
There's a little bit of beauty to it.
There's a lot of beauty to it.
Oh, my back just hurts. Getting some medication for that crap, too, this week.
What's wrong with your back?
Just been killing me. It's been doing that for years now.
Your neck?
Neck, mid-back. That kind of area. You know where people have that hunch? That ugly hunch shit? That makes them all retarded? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Time for a checkup.
Like right here?
Yeah, it's more down, actually. Yeah, it's like, a little more down. Yeah, there. It's like in there.
Does that hurt?
No. But it's just weird. Oh, there's something. Weird. Yeah, just weird. Interesting. This is the interesting shit that will come out of my body. It's just all sorts of...
He's right in here, kind of. I don't know if that's supposed to be like.
Yeah, they let it just let it do its thing, you know. Because at a certain point, this crap is just gonna position itself correctly, and then bada bing, bada boom. We'll be right back in a little bit, people. We are currently in the process of getting something discovered like Christopher Columbus. Alright, the inconvenience is taken care of. And outside of that, that was a fantastic little conversation today with yours truly, whatever you want to pronounce yourself as on this show. Huh?
About our aminals.
There you go. Lovely conversation with me, with yours truly. And like I said, whatever you want to call yourself on this show. God bless you all. It's a lovely Lord's Day. It is currently April 14th. Correct? Check that one real fast. It's currently 11:57 a.m.
14th, you're right.
Lord's Day, April 14th, 2024. This is episode 30 of Top Rumble Radio. God bless you all. God bless my mother, father, bestie, and everyone in between. Love you all. We'll see you soon. Later.